So what is the meaning of construction of an argument? So whenever there is whenever the writer tries to say something, whenever you want to say something, whenever some point you want to make, you do not go directly, right? There is a phase wherein you give some background information, you connect it with some examples, and then you come to the point. This is what you want to say, isn't it? We saw many examples of this sort. Like, for example, theme parks are also going many changes. They are trying to show things which match people's tastes, and those people who are into the business of managing theme parks and museums are in a tight position. Why are they in a tight position? Because they have to maintain a fine balance between evidence and attractiveness. The thing should be based on some evidence also, and it should be attractive also, which are to the, you know, this is how they made the whole argument. So there is a construction of an argument. So if you are able to differentiate between background information, example, and the point, like what is the point here, and you can come straight to the point about the paragraph, you can do any reading comprehension, isn't it? We sometimes get confused between background information and the point, isn't it? We consider the background information itself as a point, or sometimes we consider the example as the point. Remember, you did that question incorrectly, Ravi, where you went wrong on saying that they use computer images and all that. You know that question, what is about that new museums these days that they are going to
Yes,
use
yes.
computer images or something.
Yeah,
That
rely
was
on that.
possible.
Yeah.
So, the questions are usually based on a point. You want to make a point, isn't it?
Yes.
So whenever you read a paragraph, if you can differentiate between background information, example, and the point, you would be able to understand anything. And that is what we call as the construction of an argument. And different people have different ways of constructing their own arguments, isn't it? Some people first give the point, that this is the point. There are many advantages of living in countryside. This is the point. The first advantage is, the second advantage is, the third advantage is. So you started with the point. Some people revert it. First, they give examples. Countryside provides very good lifestyle. People are able to work from home, or they work near their home itself, and there is very good environment. Therefore, living in a countryside is a boon rather than a bane, and it is a better option than living in the cities. Do you see this? They gave all the examples first. They came to the they built the, I mean, they came to the point later. All right. So the position of point may change, but the point is the point. That's what it is. And if you read the paragraphs like this, identifying what is the point, what is the example, what is the background information, you will never go wrong, because you would be able to classify the question also in the same way. Is the question talking about the point, or some kind of example, or some kind of background information? Isn't it super? So when you read a paragraph, now try to understand how is the argument constructed, where is the point. So whenever they say something, they are, I just close this one. So you take any paragraph, look at this, any paragraph. Let's take this for an example. It could be claimed that in order to make everything in heritage real, historical accuracy must be increasingly altered. What is this? Is this an example, an explanation, or a point? Tell me, what is this line? Isn't it the theme sentence? Because very next line is for example. So this is the theme. In order to make things real, real means what? What do you mean by real, first of all? See, look at this. The person himself, the writer
Actual.
himself wants you to पे अटेंशन टू दिस वर्ड रियल। भाई ने खुद ने सिंगल कोट में लिखा है उसको। रियल मतलब क्या?
It is not fake.
नॉट फेक। एंड व्हाट एल्स? रियल मतलब क्या? रियल मतलब आज के जमाने का। In order to make something real, real means something to which you can relate to. So I can relate to Modi, but I cannot relate to Akbar, or I cannot relate to Akbar ka bhi purana koi raja. So real is something which is real according to the current world. Historical accuracy must be altered, must be increasingly altered. हिस्ट्री को हटा दो भैया, तो अकबर की जेब में क्या रख दोगे आप? पिस्टल, वो भी साउंड प्रूफ। वाई? बिकॉज आजकल के बच्चे वो समझते हैं, उनको तो नहीं दिखाएगा चक्कू लेके जा रहा था भाई मारने के लिए। अरे so if you want to animate it, you know, so that's what these guys are doing. So this is the point. Then they've given an example. For example, this is, you know, so see how beautifully the whole argument is constructed. There is a point, they're giving this as an example, and then they are reiterating the point. Such presentations tell us more about contemporary world, means this real world is contemporary world of the world than about the ancestors. So it's like a sandwich structure. How is it like a sandwich? They started with a point. So this is the point. The first line is the point. Then they gave a big example, which is like your masala in the sandwich. And they ended with again reiterating or restating the point, or kind of paraphrasing the point. This is also the point. This is also the point. And this is just an example. So if you understand the construction of an argument, the construct of an argument, how people talk about things, you would be able to answer any question. This always, usually they start with a point, then they give an example, like this whole thing is the example, and they reiterate the point here. And then all this is extra detail. It's not contributing anything to the question as such, but yes, they are giving some leeway to the professionals because people themselves are imaginative. So this is extra detail, some noise. But so this is super important. Whenever you read a paragraph, now you look at the paragraph as if it is divided into three parts. What are the 3 parts? What is the
Background
point?
information.
What is the example? And what is like extra information or explanation or something of that sort. So like this, you would be able to find out answers. Mostly the questions are around the point, isn't it? If you are an examiner, would you be too much interested in examples and explanations, or you would be interested in checking whether the reader has understood the point or not?
Point.
Yeah.
Point only.
So now have this clear focus. Try to understand what is the point, and you will be able to get any answer. And it will be interesting because now you will be playing the mind game with the examiner. Oh my, you are trying to confuse me with all this information. I know how to read your mind. I'll not read the whole lot of detail. Let me first read the first line and the last line first. Okay, so this is what you wanted to say. Now this is example. Isn't it? It will become a lot of fun. It will become like a game.
Correct.
And you will start enjoying it. Reading comprehension will no more be a fear if you understand the construct of an argument. And don't pay attention to difficult words. Just skip them. Don't even read them. Have I given you that example?
Yeah.
Which example?
That to read, not to read this difficult words.
Not to read what?
Difficult words. Skip them.
Yeah. Epistemological authenticity of news reporters. Have you
Right.
heard this word?
Yeah.
This is my favorite line. People are skeptical. They use K also sometimes. I mean, I've seen both the spellings about uh, epistemological authenticity of news reporters. What's the meaning of this sentence? Tell me. People are skeptical about. Skeptical means doubtful. Skeptical, you must have heard this word, right? Skeptical. Have you heard this word?
Yes, sir.
Doubtful, not very, 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 what do you call it? Believing. You know, people are skeptical about epistemological authenticity of news reporters. What is the meaning of this sentence? People are skeptical about epistemological authenticity of news reporters.
I mean, people are very much worried about the authenticity what the news reporters are giving, sir.
What is epistemological? This is not fair, Ravi. You're not looking at the difficult word.
They're always
Actually,
suspicious
just now you said no, sir, not to look at that.
I want to hear that. They were always suspicious about what?
about the authenticity of the news, sir.
Again, you are skipping this. Who told you not to read this? Why are you not reading?
You told.
You told,
Not
yes.
fair. You guys are playing with me. This is what I want. Don't even read the difficult word. Consider as if it does not exist. People are doubtful about authenticity of news reporters. Isn't it easy?
Yeah.
Yes.
But what happens if this is a beautiful face, right? And there is a mole here. Where will you look at? The beautiful face or the mole?
Mole.
Yeah, this is the problem. Isn't it? So this is a beautiful sentence. It is very easy. The whole attention goes to this epistemological.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to it. Just look at the things you understand. That's it. Because with this also, so let me tell you the meaning of epistemological. Epistemological is like, what is the source of it? Are you really genuine, or you are affected by some politician? Some politician has given you some money. That is why you are reporting it. That's what epistemological authenticity means. But how does it matter? All that matters is that people are suspicious about authenticity of news reporters. How does it mean epistemological? It was given to confuse you. So whenever you find a difficult word, do it like this. Even cut it off and chew it and just throw it away. Don't even look at it until unless it is contributing something great. Don't try it, eating the test paper there. But the whole point is, don't pay too much attention to the things you don't know, because there are so many things you already know. And with the help of things you know, you can even guess about what is unknown. But what happens? This is this mole effect. So don't pay attention to things that you don't know, and pay attention to the construction of the argument. I think this is the crux of what I wanted to discuss today. And if you just pay attention to these things, you will not go wrong on any of these questions. They will become very easy. Okay, so you can do rest of the passages also and do it like this now. Have a different approach towards doing the passages, and I'm sure you will get them right. All right?
Yes.
Okay. So once you're done with that, we will do the next session and we'll take it forward. I'll tell you about the time for the next one. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
sir.
What is the homework, boss?
Homework is you are supposed to finish a lot of homework which is already given. So you are supposed to write
Okay,
the essays, and there are a few more passages that I gave. Was this the only passage?
Okay. No, there
It's
was
a
another one.
neuroscience also, right?
Yeah,
Because,
there's another one.
that iconoclast one.
Okay.
Have you done that passage, iconoclast one?
No.
So do that one as well. So
Okay.
yeah, that will be the homework for you.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir. What you said? What is the